Hello, everybody. This is Spath. Again, it's the 28th of August. Uh, Sitting at a 6 max turbo, $1.62 to get in. Picked up King 2. We're deep in our stack compared to the blind, so we're not going to play something like that. There's a tendency to jump in because it's a turbo, but we got plenty of time. We're going to have to make a move soon enough. Might as well wait a little while. Too many people yet to act after us. Too many people like to splash around early. Make sure you have something really good, or if you're going to pay to set mine or something like that. And when I say set mine, I mean if you have a pair of eights and you're going to look for another eight on a flop, which is 7.5 to 1, you're going to have to pay some money. You're not going to get there that often. But if you're going to do that, you know that if you hit your set, you're going to probably stack somebody. So you can do it early on. Later on, it's kind of tough to do. More than likely, when you get a pair, you're going to be shoving or you're going to be betting like pretty heavy. But early on, tendency is to see flops, try to hit big. When I say big, hit 2 pair or better. That's a pretty big bet here. We just want people to beat up on each other. We don't care if somebody gets the big stack or anything like that. We're just looking to have people get eliminated, and we know we'll have to make our move later on. It's just a matter of how many hands it's going to take to get the rest of the folks out. It may be us that gets knocked out. I say us. I refer to you're on my team when you're watching. Um, what I like to do a lot of time is move over to this seat right here. And out at this site, I happen to be one radar one. It's a little confusing. I'm not teach like I am at some sites. So I apologize for that, but they won't let you change your name or anything like that. I'm in the big blind. I expect him to bet $50 or $60 here to try to take me, or he just folds. Now, because we're playing six-handed, I expect people to open with a wider range of hands. This guy right here, Queen Jack, Queen 10, not a problem. Ace 7, not a problem. He's going to raise with those kind of hands. So he doesn't have a really great hand. I'm out of position. My hand's pretty weak. That $10 belongs to the pot. It's no longer mine. I don't have to defend that. That's not my money anymore. A lot of people think, oh, I've got $10, and you gave that 10 away. That was part of your allowance for playing. When it's in the pot, it's in the pot. You can't get it back. All you can do is add more to it. And if you got bad cards, you're in trouble. So we picked up a pair. We got picked good position. If he raises this to 8, now he raised 4 times, which is a little bit much. It's almost like he's trying to protect a weaker hand because he was a little bit far away from the button. So I come over the top. And unless he's got a really good hand, he calls. I don't think he has the ace here. I'm going to put them all in. And I'm going to just take it away from him. I really didn't think he had an ace there. I don't think he'd have played it that hard. Now, I could have just got busted out of the whole tournament. But this is turbo, and you got to take a few chances. Now, the Jack 9 is not a great hand. If I raise to 80, it's a little bit too much. Let's just raise to 60 and see what kind of pressure and how these people defend. We have to get information. So we got top pair, lousy kicker. Gonna bet 2/3 of the pot here. He called me really fast before, but must have had something like Queen Jack, King 10, Ace 10, hands like that. People make mistakes with those hands all the time, not re-raising. Again, 2 suited cards that don't make straights. I don't need to play them this early. Somebody is apt to make this a raise somewhere along the line here. Didn't. I would have hit the king. I wouldn't like my kicker. Remember, when cards touch or are 2 in the playing zone, which is playing zone, the hot zone is 10 through ace, like the king jack here, think about hands that people play. Queen 10, king queen, jack queen, ace jack, ace king, ace 10. Look at all the draws and all the single pairs and things like that. You've got to sit there and think about these things and not sit on your hands when you're not playing the game of poker. You have to learn, and you have to suggest to yourself what people could have based on the flop. I hope that makes sense to everybody. Now that was a $90 bet there. It was a 3 times the big blind. He probably had what was advertised. He was under the gun, as he is now. Now he limps, and he tells me he's got suited connector. He tells me he got a possible small or medium pair. He tells me he's got an ace X suited, so I'm going to see a flop with him. I hit by 10. I'm going to check. I'm not worried about anything. If he has a 10, then I'm in trouble. Now I'm not in trouble. If he has an ace, he might bet at the end. I'm hoping that he hit a queen. I'm just going to try to get some value out of this. I think 65 would be enough. And he probably hit a queen. Now, the later somebody comes in for a raise here, the lighter their hand is. But I don't particularly like ace 10, especially this early in the tournament. He could have a lighter hand than me, absolutely. But I'm out of position, and then I have to just deal with him all the time. I'd rather just give up the 15 bucks there. A lot of people would play that in a heartbeat. A lot of people come over the top. I'm not that guy. I'm not your guy. I'm trying to teach you how to stay away from problems. Later on, when you get more skills after the flop, I agree with those people that say they would have played it. But they got to have after the flop skills out of position. I can't teach all that in just several little lessons or one lesson. It's too much of a concept to learn each phase of it. So we're going to play it a little bit smart. We'll play it a little bit nitty, a little tighter, and be smart about it. And if we still lose our chips, we lose our chips. I want to go to 90 here. Again, pressure on the blinds. Using my stack, making sure that if they play, they have a good hand. This is an easy fold. Normally in these turbos and these type of events, you have at least 1 or 2 out in the first 2 levels. In this particular case, these people are playing pretty straightforward poker. They're not doing anything silly, or this guy's inactive, so he's not even sitting at the table. Yeah, people will fold to those kind of people, and they're in the blind. I've seen it done live. There was nobody sitting next to a person down in Tunica. Nobody was sitting next to it. And the guy in the small blind, it was folded around to him. He folded, and in the big blind, oh, it was just, oh, it was funny. Right, Oaks? That's one. Hits the dirt, 275. Now, what we want to watch, the most important thing is not that he's got 25. He's got 275. He just went bust. He's apt to push or to get his money in. See, if you don't pick up on those things, you're going to limp into a pot, or you're going to make a bet, and someone's going to come over the top of you, and you're going to say, why didn't I look at how much money he has? So be aware of everything at the table and what people are capable of doing at any one time. So now he just raises me 60 here. I'm going to call, and I'm going to check raise. I'm hoping that he doesn't have something really good here. And he doesn't, in my opinion. No, I don't like the 204 either. I like about 245 in this situation. I like about 3 times his bet. There you go. I'm just reading the bets. I'm just teaching you that what's inappropriate, what looks like a strength bet, what looked like a feeler bet, that didn't look like something of strength. I came over the top of him. It's very easy to check raise. Now, see, I would normally put 25 in a pot like this, knowing if this guy had $1,000, he might not raise and I might see a flop. There's no way I'm putting it in. He might check because he got bad cards, but the likelihood of him pushing, there it is. You're not seeing this on delay. You're seeing this live. I'm not editing. I'm telling you before they do it, because that's the way you got to think about it. I could be wrong, and I am wrong, but I'm right a lot because I prepare myself to be right. It's not a trick. It's not magic. It's not editing. It's not anything. Those of you that know me understand where I'm coming from. Those of you that don't, that are just getting used to the way I teach and the way I do not edit anything that I put up on the net, will understand that you'll hear it live. I think you need to hear when it's a rapid decision what the thinking is of a person, because you're going to be put in that same situation. Now, somebody should be raising here. The limits are going up. This is not the hand for me to limp or to raise with. If I was on the button, no, boy, that would have been nice. But that's looking at results, being results oriented. I don't know if 7-8 is going to come out, so I'm not getting in that hand. If I was on the button, I was first in. Yes, I was close to the button, and it was suited. I would think more about doing it, but not here. There was no reason for me. Now that person may have ace-8 right there and just nullified my hand anyhow. We would never know. And now we notice that he's got money that could knock us out of the tournament. Nobody else has money that can knock us out of the tournament. He's got 13. So we're always keeping track of who's got what. This guy's dropping down under 1,000 now. His play is going to increase. His rapid aggressiveness is going to come to bear. 7-8. If I flop like that, I want 7-8. Now I'm just going to bet 2/3 of the pot and see if I can keep him in here. If he's got something, fine. If he comes over top, fine. I'm out. I'm just trying to win the $100. The chances of him having it, first he didn't raise pre-flop, so he doesn't have an ace, and he didn't bet the jack on the flop, so the chances were he didn't have jack crap. So I took $100 by just putting the 67 in there. Now this guy, remember, he's inactive. See what this guy does here. I like the position. I don't like the card. See, I would have hit a straight. Oh my God, I'm such an idiot. This guy, he folded anyhow. That's a fold. I don't like all this limping. He's just doing it because he's got chips. So he's doing this with any 2 cards. This guy should come over the top for about 200. Nope. If he checks, this guy bets automatically. He should bet at least a pot. Nope. Mistake. Remember, if you're in a hand with somebody and it's not raised and then they check to you, just bet. Doesn't matter if you hit something or you got something. They're telling you they didn't have. Now he may have hit a king. He'll put it all in if he has a king. No, he didn't put it all, but he still won. He's back in the money. Nope. That was 7-9 suited. The answer would yes. I'd probably making a $125 bet. If that was king jack, I'd probably do the same thing. King 10, I'd probably do the same thing. Trying to make different scenarios so you can understand what my selection process is there. If that would have been 5-6 suited instead of king 4, king 7 suited, I would have probably put in a raise. They would not put me on that hand. And I'm playing kind of nitty here. I'm not playing a lot of hands. Second time we got 5s. Expect a shot here for 150, yeah. Now I'm just going to call this guy, and it's a lot of money, but it's still less than 5% of my stack. I don't think he hit. I'm going to take a chance here that he did not have the king. He bets here, he's got me. Okay, he's got me. All I was doing there was representing the king. If I check and he bets, I don't know if he's got the king or anything. He might be just taken away from me. So I just bet into him, hoping that he would just go away. I'm going to just call here and see what this guy, he hasn't really done a lot. If he checks now, I'll bet. If he bets 50, I'll bet 200. Asked the question, answered the question. That's what happens. Sometimes you get caught. Your mindset has to be still in the game. So what? Still got more chips. I still got more chips than I started. Yes, the blinds are up where I got 16 big blinds, but that's okay. There's time. If you feel there's no time, if you feel the pressure that you're playing really bad and you shouldn't be playing, then don't play. Don't get upset if somebody catches you trying to steal. They're going to do that. But you can't sit there on your hands and not try it. I tried it. I explained to you what I was trying to do there. He just happened to either not believe me, which I doubt, or he had the hand that he was representing. And of course I had nothing. Now, 2-5 is a little too wide for me to shoot at with these limits. It's all going in. I don't like the $200 bet. He doesn't either. Hey, I didn't like that $200 bet. That was giving up on the hand. I'm going to take a chance here. Bad card for me. Terrible card for me. Oh boy. I was hoping a queen. I was hoping a lower card would come out. I was hoping to get him on a later street. So I could have taken some money and I didn't. Gonna raise to 300 here. Come over the top. It's okay. You don't get a free one here. Actually, I want to go 700 and see what he says. Okay. Let's put him on ace 10. Queen 10. Better yet, can't get a queen. See, if I would have put that bigger bet in, I might have scared him off. When you have a quality hand, you want to get paid for it. I want to get paid for that quality hand. Even though he could have been on a flush draw and hit the flush. So what? So what? Your chances are that you're going to still win. So you got to take the odds on your side. Too many people waste big cards in tournaments and they don't get paid, and they wonder why they run out of chips when they get down by the bubble. This could be the biggest flaw or leak in your game. You can contact me privately, Spath at alspath.com. I'll help you with your game. I do provide coaching and mentoring if you want to hire somebody. I offer discounts at that. You can see the bottom of the page. If you don't have an account over a full flush, got a great offer going on by the affiliate manager right now. Heartbeat Poker and Ace High Radio. So Ace High Radio, AHR10. If you put that code in when you get a new account there with new email address, you will get $10 instantly in your account. I know it works. I have players that have signed up there, and maybe you'll be sitting at the table with me when I do some of my recordings. Of course, here I'm not Teach, I'm One Radar One, which is a little confusing, but I can't change the name. So he's got 100. He's going to go all in here. I will definitely go to knock him out. I got a king at least. Maybe he's got queen 3. I don't care. If this guy's smart, he would put the money in, and we both would check it down and see if we both could beat him. Nope. I'll do it. Okay, I'm a big favorite, huge favorite, slam dunk favorite, knock him out favorite. Not going to play that. So anyhow, AHR10, and they broadcast all the time. They broadcast Wise Dan. He's very good at multi-tabling and tournaments. You should check him out. And they're going to have some more. And they have music, and they have a lot of free rolls, and they have a lot of money added events. So join Full Flush. Use the code A. Now I went backwards with it. Ace High Radio, AHR10, and get that. And then go over to heartbeatpoker.net and sign up there and get into more of their chat rooms and forums and special events that they hold just for their people. It's pretty cool. All right, it's all going in. I don't like to have bottom 2. I'd rather have top 2. I'm not going to let him see this cheaply because of the diamond drawer. But I would like to have the 6-3 or the 2 pair in the blinds when I'm the small blind so I can check raise. I'm going to call here because he's inactive. He was just trying to steal here. Which I'm trying to do right here. He checked. I got to take check for weakness. People sign up, then they forget they sign up and then they leave. I don't need to get involved in a hand like this. Remember, top 2 only get paid. So not interested in finishing third. Let's go 450 is a little bit much this late in the game. Let's go 320. It will achieve the same thing. Thank you. It's a win. Oh, baby. Yeah, we want to go 450 on him. We want to think we're raising him just to be nasty. Come over the top. I'm gonna go light here. I can get my ass crunched here if he has like an ace-10 picks up a queen, but I didn't want to scare him out. He got out anyhow. I wanted him to draw. I gotta remember he's not here. Oh, didn't like that quick call. I tried something to get him out because he just limped in, and I didn't get it. Jack, damn it. Think I got a 4. Oh, he whooped my ass. I think I got greedy, lost $1,000. I'm going to call on this one. I just have a feeling, I'm not playing this guy, that this guy's checking too much. So I'll bet here. Try to get back some of my money. I was cruising. How much does this guy got left? It's important to know. 590. Watch out, watch out. Took too long to limp. He's going to come over the top. Yep. Timing is an issue online, and you can figure some things out a lot of times. You can reverse do that. You can trick guys like myself. Now that's a pair or an ace. I'm not going to go with an ace-4 against him. That was pretty dumb on his part. Again, he's got a good hand. Come on. 10 jack is not good enough to go against him. Nor is 10-3. This is a 10 jack flop right there. Remember, people love to play 10 jack because when you make a straight, you make the nuts almost every time, as long as there's not a 10 and jack on the board. You make a straight every time you make it, it's the nuts. Let's see a flop. Let's bet half the pot. Let's bet half the pot. Blinds are up. He'll be out shortly. There he is. Come on, pick up a hand. Do battle with him. He's thinking so much, or he's buying me time. Sometimes the smart move is to just let the clock run, buy the other person time so that they look at They analyze things, see how much it costs them and everything, and make a mistake. I teach that all the time. Push on them. He'll bet 2. He checked. He got a bet. A lot of this game is just almost automatic. He's not playing. He's got 1,000 could shove here. I'm going to min raise here. See what we get. I'm going to take a free card. I'm going to bet now as if the ace did help me. If he's got the 4, he'll come over the top. I can't beat him. I'm not sending him away. He's got the ace 6. He had a good hand. So you got to sense when you're beat. He'll call. He likes to call. Ooh. He picked up a good hand. He's only all in now. I'm going to fold only because I'm a 58-42 underdog to this hand right here. Did I have a diamond? I had a diamond. I would have won. He won. Oh, crap. But I was only going to win 42% of the time. That's not really what I want to do here. That was a toughie. I'm glad we got to see it. I'm going to let this one go too. Pushing. That's like ace king or something like that. He just waits till the end and then he pushes like it's, oh, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. It's usually a big hand. I want to push one time and catch this guy with a good hand. He's just not doing it. That's a very good hand. Knock yourselves out. Oh, I don't check. If he has like a 10 of diamonds, he might bet. Queen of diamonds. Ace of diamonds. He had pocket aces. Oh my God. He got lucky. Let's see what happens when he has chips now. Let's see how he plays any differently. You might ask me why I didn't play this first in, you know, with the button and everything, but Queen 8 is not very good. Queen Jack there, Queen 10 I'm playing, but Queen 8's not something I'm playing. Thank you. Always thank them for giving you free cards and free money. If he doesn't raise, I was going to raise. I'm going to let them battle this one because I'm out of position. I don't think the Jack 9 is a great hand. Oh, I would have flopped the flush. It happens. If I had 2 diamonds, this guy's betting. This other guy shouldn't be in it. There he goes. 2 more diamonds. I'll let this one go. Early in the game, I'd be raising with that 6-4. Here, my chips are worth a lot more. Here, I'm just trying to see flops and go from there. This guy's going big. Yeah, that's not big enough. That's not good enough. That's not good enough. I think he'll go 700. Could have went a penny. I was getting out of there. All right, now I'm the low chipper. I have to do something. Playing antes as well. Don't like this hand at all. I hope he raises so that these two could fight it out. 650. Come on, baby. Put it in there. 400. Yeah, he'll call for 2, I think. Unless he's got absolutely crap. Can't do it. I gotta shove my chips, but I can't get them in the pot. See some good ones. Hey, you ask for it, you get it. Neither one are calling. That's better yet. If he's got ace king or something like that, I'd take that race all day long. 7s. Oh, ace 9. Oh, bad card. Bad card. Back to back. Gave a straight draw and then he hit his ace. Oh boy. Nothing I can do about that, folks. That's the way it turns out. That's the way it goes. Thanks for listening in. Tell your buddies and everything to catch me on YouTube or over on Twitch. It's Teach GPL. Thanks again. We don't care who wins this match. We didn't get any money. Who cares?